Greetings, Prestige Indonesia friends and followers. My name is Harianto and welcome to the Prestige 1 O'Clock presented to you by Penfolds. I'm here at 67 Pall Mall Group, an exclusive club devoted for wine enthusiasts and also wine lovers. Today, Prestige Indonesia is invited by Penfolds to introduce us to the new Penfolds Annual Collection 2022. In this special 1 O'Clock session, I will be accompanied by Mr. Peter Gago, Penfolds Chief Winemaker, who came all the way from Australia to introduce us to the new Penfolds Annual Collection 2022. Peter, how are you?
Very good, thank you, Robert. Great to be here.
Yeah, it's an honor to be here with you because I know you're a very busy guy.
We're all busy in this day and age, but it's so lovely to have some time to talk.
Especially as a chief winemaker for one of the biggest brands in the world, Penfolds.
Yes, Penfolds as a brand, as a culture, has been around for some time. Oh, who's counting? 178 years, yes.
So I was wondering, what is your theme or inspiration for the Penfolds collection of 2022?
Look, this is a hugely exciting collection out of 22. The reason being, for the first time ever, not only is it our Australian wines in the collection, we've added 2 French wines, and last year we had a quartet of New Californian, and they're joining this year as well in the one global release, the one collection release of 2022. Wow. So I'm sure my forebearers at Penfolds, Dr. Christopher Rawson-Penfold, the founder, his wife Mary, our first chief winemaker, Max Schubert, would be, what do you mean, wines at Penfolds from California, from France, Australia, from all states, like this is another level. Yes.
So what is the inspiration behind it?
Well, we have for many years used a term before, climate change.
Yes.
And agricultural risk is huge. As an example, our Cabernet Bin 707, it sits at an A1 grade level. We've never been able to make enough for any market on the world. Cabernet is very challenging. Phenologically, it ripens later. Shiraz or Syrah ripens a bit earlier, and we have more luck with that in the harsher years. So if you have rain coming its way, or fires, or heat, or whatever, quite often Shiraz is already picked, it's in the fermenter, it's in barrel. The poor Cabernet is still sitting out there. So to reduce risk and also to extend what we're doing globally and to make things more relevant for our wines in France and Europe, we've gone to those other countries. So it's our country of origin project, which in many ways isn't about entrepreneurial selling more wine and making wine and saying, are we good? It's about, you know, sort of spreading the love and decreasing agricultural risk.
That's good. So congratulations on the inaugural French release. So I heard that your French release is the partnership. You have the partnership with Dourthe Bordeaux?
Yes, we are doing 2 things. Penfolds, we've been able to buy some time ago a lovely property in the Haute-Medoc, Cambon de la Pelouse, which we're using as a production base. Since then, we've bought Chateau Gironville and Chateau Bellevue, and rumour has it there might be a 4th property fairly soon. Okay. So the French winemaking trial, FWT 585, is made from Cambon and the vineyards. 1 or 2 vines go into the commune of Margaux, would you believe? Lovely Merlot, Cabernet Franc and Cabernet Sauvignon vines. So the French winemaking trial, we've already started with a release this year of the 2019. What we've also done though as well is we've had a little collaboration with the House of Dourthe to create a true wine of the world.
True wine of the world.
Using their Cabernet Sauvignon and a little bit of Merlot with some Shiraz, Syrah out of Australia, and we blended the 2.
Wow, amazing.
So we've actually sent wine back to Australia, matured it as a blend, and then bottled it in Australia. A true wine of the world in collaboration with the House of Dourthe.
Wow, a true wine of the world.
Indeed.
It came from many places.
Yes, well, it's called Two. It's Penfolds by Dourthe. Two.
Yeah.
Two hemispheres,
Yeah.
two cultures, two main varieties, Cabernet, Shiraz, what we refer to as the Great Australian Red Blend. And in fact, we already have just released a super blend, Cabernet and Shiraz.
Yes.
So these two varieties really dovetail beautifully. If we think perhaps of a Bordeaux blend, we usually think of left bank,
Yeah.
Cabernet Sauvignon with Merlot,
Okay.
Cab Franc, Petit, Verdot.
Yes.
The Great Australian Red Blend is of Cabernet Sauvignon with Shiraz, with Syrah. But in this occasion, we've created world history by two hemispheres coming together,
Yes.
two houses coming together,
Yes.
two philosophies to create.
Yeah. Is that an easy?
Two. Not easy
Not an easy
logistically
part.
or blending
I
or
know.
with COVID.
Yeah.
Putting this together was very challenging.
It's very challenging. So I got to try that. It's
Absolutely.
It's going to be a very amazing experience.
Yes.
And the second one is the Penfolds second Cabernet Shiraz Merlot, 2019, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Was inspired by vision to craft a wine that spans from the northern to southern hemispheres. So, is there any particular qualities that distinguish this wine or northern wine from the southern wine?
Well, we've made two different wines in two styles. One is very Bordeaux, the French
Bordeaux,
winemaking
yeah,
trial,
very
completely made from Bordeaux, bottled in Bordeaux.
Yeah.
That's the French winemaking trial. And even though it's all from the raw material in the vineyards of Bordeaux, we put it through a Penfold lens. So our senior red winemaker, Emma Wood, and last year, Shauna Bastow, a Penfold winemaker, on the ground during harvest, making wine as we would do back at Penfolds. We often joke it's the Bordeaux sun above, Bordeaux soil below, but everything in between is Penfolds.
Okay.
So the type of oak we use, the type of fermenters, we actually do make it in a Penfold style, but using the raw material from around that area in Bordeaux. That's FWT 585, as distinct from Penfolds by Dourthe 2,
Yes.
which is French winemaking using Frédéric's material at Chateau Belgrave and
Yeah.
Chateau Lagarde,
Yeah.
with Penfold Shiraz out of South Australia. And then the two are blended and matured as a blend.
Okay.
So two completely different styles.
Two completely different styles. And many of us are wondering the tasting notes. So you have explained the Penfolds Cabernet Shiraz Merlot 2019 and also the 2019 Penfolds FWT 515. So can you explain to us the tasting note or how to pair it with food?
Yes, well, the two styles are very different.
Yeah.
You know, when you taste Penfolds by Dourthe 2, you're tasting that wine, and it is more of a Cabernet Shiraz than it is French Australia. The tannins are different, the structures are different, but it is a slightly bigger wine. We weren't, though, trying to create something bold and aggressive.
Yep.
We wanted that lovely lightness. We wanted tannins out of Bordeaux, tannins out of Australia through that Penfold lens. So we'd venture to say the types of foods that it would go with are more of your, I guess, beef derivatives or perhaps a duck. You know, it's not Pinot Noir, but other things go with lovely duck dishes.
Yes.
And, you know, heartier sauces, I would think, or standalone with cheese. Whereas the Bordeaux blend is classically Bordeaux, still looking a bit like Penfolds, because it is, of course, Penfolds. And, you know, poultry dishes, perhaps, and some lighter styles, or even a little bit of venison or a bit of lamb. Depends, though, really on what the dish is and what the gravies and the jus and all of that are. Because the raw material in the dish is very different to the sauces and that accompany it.
Exactly. So, how about the one that you made, a trial bean made of Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and Petit Verdot? This
Yes.
one. What is the inspiration behind it? Is it the same to put everything excellence together?
Well, I think Blending is really the trick to all of this. So blending can come from different vineyards, blending can occur via different varieties. For the FWT 585 blend of Cabernet, Merlot and Petit Verdot, the amounts that went into the blend were to create not just a flavour, not just I'm a Bordeaux blend, but to create something that really had that Penfolds stamp of mid-palate generosity of fruits and physiologically ripe tannins, albeit sourced from the region. So it was created in a way different to the collaborative wine with Dourthe. Two different experiences, two different styles, but not just flavour, structural as well. The tannins are very different on both, the characters are very different.
So thank you so much, Peter, for your time and also for your sharing about the new Penfolds Annual Collection 2022. I hope you have a great time in Singapore and please come visit us in Indonesia.
I would love to get across to Indonesia. It's been too long to share these wines with collectors and people in your great country. Thank you, Robert, for your time. It's been wonderful.
And also, Peter, we are looking forward to welcome all the new variety of Penfolds to Indonesia. And if you'd like to know more about Penfolds and its new collection, please contact Penfolds representative in the country and you can see all the details below. My name is Robert Harianto. I'm signing off. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you. Cheers.